Hi, welcome to Reacts with Jax. I'm Jax, and today I'm reacting to WandaVision Season 1, Episode 4. I am trying to figure out what is going on right now, and I've told you a few of my theories. I have no idea if any of them are right because the show just keeps getting weirder, and it seems like at the end of every episode, like the end of last episode, we saw something brand new. One of the characters got pushed out of some kind of a weird force field thing, and I have no idea if Wanda is surrounded by friends or enemies at this point because it does seem like a very confusing experience. So hopefully we are going to start getting more information from the outside world because the inside world seems to be very confusing. But anyway, let's get started.
Came here because we're all...
She came here because we're all what?
What is that symbol?
What is that symbol?
I think you should leave.
I really like these recaps. Do you like them, or do you get bored because you're like binge watching and you're like, we don't need a recap, we just saw this a minute ago? I want to be in Captain Marvel, yeah. Oh my gosh, this is post-Thanos.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a patient.
Oh, my wife? Do you have a phone?
No.
I have to call my wife.
All these people are coming back after 5 years, so they, oh my gosh. So they're coming back?
Excuse me, I'm looking for a patient.
In the exact place they were when they disappeared? What about the people that were in airplanes? Those airplanes aren't gonna be there anymore.
The cancer came back. Okay, stop. No, my mom is Maria Rambeau.
She's the daughter. Oh my gosh.
No.
Which was 2 years after you...
After I what?
So they don't have any memory and knowledge.
After you disappeared.
Okay, that right there was, I think, one of the best scenes of this entire show. I've enjoyed this show. It does have a bit of a chaotic, random vibe to it. That was amazing. It felt so relevant to the storyline that we had been seeing in Infinity War and then in Endgame. That was so awesome. Oh my gosh. You know, doesn't it kind of make you feel like when Bruce did the finger snap, maybe he could have focused on like everybody knowing what had happened and also being finger snapped back to safety? Bruce, come on. You didn't do enough when you saved everyone.
I work here and...
If you did, your badge would work, wouldn't it?
Right. I have a meeting
Hey,
with...
you know who this is?
This guy.
Yeah, if you know that everyone has come back after being gone for 5 years, why would you have that attitude?
We haven't aged a day.
And you look old as hell.
That would suck. I think I'd prefer to be one of the people who was disappeared. Wow. Oh, that was her mama.
Can't say I'm surprised, Captain.
How are the numbers for the astronaut training program?
Space is now full of unexpected threats.
Always was. Full of threats and allies.
So this is the day after Endgame.
I know Sword's your home. Your mom built this place from the ground.
Swords?
You should have been here to help name the replacement.
You were the obvious choice.
I was the only choice.
I wasn't gonna say it.
This is a lot of information. They should have warned me that this was going to be filled with information.
You're grounded.
I'm sorry, what?
Terrestrial missions only.
You're kidding.
She implemented guidelines in the event vanished personnel ever returned.
Because she's so smart. Can't argue with Mama's rule.
Keep me updated, Captain.
Captain. Did they say how long she was grounded for? Or did I miss it because I was talking? I'm reading all the subtitles while I'm talking, so I shouldn't be missing a thing, but I do have to say that was a lot of information. That was 5 years worth of information. All in one thing. Wow. They could have made an entire show about the return process. Maybe not. They could have made an entire episode of it, not just like a 2-minute recap. Actually, it was a 7-minute recap according to my screen recording.
James E. Wu, FBI.
Ant-Man?
Monica Rambeau, Sword.
What is Sword?
Your missing person is in the witness protection program.
I have contacted known associates, relatives.
And let me guess, none of them have seen him either.
Him?
Something seemed hinky to me, so I took the first flight out of Oakland to interface with local law enforcement.
I love that they bring actors back.
Would you mind repeating your claim about Westview to my colleague here?
Yes, please repeat your claim.
You're saying the town of Westview, New Jersey doesn't exist.
That's what I keep telling your G-man here, but he won't listen.
You mean the town that has a big sign right there?
Sorry, what town are you from?
Eastview.
Oh, you didn't ever question how you could be east of something that doesn't exist?
This isn't a missing persons case, Captain Rambeau. It's a missing town.
Why haven't you gone inside to investigate?
Because it doesn't want me to.
It has a want?
Nobody's supposed to go in.
This is really cool. This is about as much of a horror story as I can take. You know, like, ooh, the town doesn't want you to go in. What's on the inside? Wanda.
What about you?
Me?
That was, hey!
Or me, for that matter.
So the town has been taken over by like a new evil organization, I'm assuming? Or was the town always like a cover for this organization? Okay, so that was the red helicopter. Interesting. Why did it turn red? Because that wasn't all red. The screen, like the television screen. So weird.
Watch it. Rambeau.
Is she gonna get sucked in? That would be a yes.
Captain Rambeau!
How come you're the only FBI agent there? Did the FBI only send one person to care about an entire town disappearing? Oh my goodness. Hello to you. Lammy, it's Darcy.
What's your field?
We're not supposed to talk to each other.
I appreciate the rule following here. I am a rule follower as well.
Nuclear biology.
Lammy, what?
Artificial intelligence.
We're from
Astrophysics. We got the full clown car.
the Scientific Department of Enthusiasm.
Sword clearly has no idea what they're dealing with.
Sword. Is that the new shield?
Chemical engineer.
No one cares.
No one cares.
All right, grab you.
I love her. This show is really spicing up. I love that she is dressed for winter. It's like 80 degrees here in Los Angeles. Sword Response Base outside Westfield, New Jersey. And it's October. Why is it so hot in October?
Dr. Lewis.
We have your gear set up inside.
Dr. Lewis. She went from being an intern to a doctor. This is so cool. I love getting to grow up with these characters. The drone! So I wonder, is this where they're getting that TV footage they were watching before?
Data are you getting?
I'm afraid that's highly classified.
Okay.
You can't see anything? Bonafide joint multi-service response. Really looking forward to the commemorative t-shirt.
I would love a commemorative t-shirt.
Make your assessment, please.
This so far is like the best episode of WandaVision. Do you agree that I'm correct? Or do you also agree that I'm correct, but in a different color? You know how those polls are always like, yes, yes in green.
There are longer wavelengths superimposed over the noise here.
I don't know what that means. But I'm gonna say, as if I do.
I need a TV. An old one.
So was she the one watching that footage? I thought it was some evil, like, Hydra agent, because it looked so, like, old school. Like the stuff that Hydra used to use from the Captain America movies.
You good to go?
Yes, sir.
These stores will take you straight into town. Try to find anything you can on Rambeau.
Copy that.
Rambeau disappeared in there. I thought she was, like, going in there to investigate and, like, maybe, you know, my theory had been that Wanda has been some kind of a hostage of an organization that's been trying to do, like, mind control on her and, like, figure out her mind.
Someone must really miss you back at Quantico.
No, sir. Softball season's over, sir.
I like the honesty. You know where you're wanted. But now it seems like all of these people... Well, they're trying to get inside, but...
Entwined was a broadcast frequency, so I had your goons pick me up a sweet vintage TV, and when I plugged this bad boy in...
She's using her powers because the Infinity Stones were created at the creation.
Did a sitcom starring two Avengers?
So is she being forced into this space, or is she creating it?
I need immediate analysis. Now, people.
I initially thought Rambeau was like part of the evil group and was trying to like infiltrate Wanda's mind and like extract information out of her, almost like Inception or something.
Maybe I could get that coffee now?
Give her a coffee. She has learned more than anyone else. But this is like a happy little love story. Why hexagonal shape?
Abhilash Tandon as Norm.
Abhilash Tandon.
An embarrassing display of
Why sitcoms?
I wore a turtle.
Isabel Matsueda, cast as Beverly.
Cast as Beverly. That's really interesting.
What are we looking at here? Is it an alternate reality, time travel, some cockamamie so...
Well, she's able to change reality.
But listen, I do have an idea.
I'd love to hear it. As with Lammy.
Next time she's washing dishes, which by my count happens about once an episode, barf, we'll shoot a signal to that little guy. Allow us to speak directly to her. This is totally gonna work.
Interestingly that they said it happens once an episode she washes dishes, but what we're seeing is that every episode it's evolving.
Like a retro version of a sword drone?
Bingo.
I'm wondering if there are episodes that we're not seeing?
Why'd you colorize it?
I didn't.
Red. That's a symbol of Wanda. I'm very curious as to what's happening right now. Like, is Wanda in full control of her powers? And is she the one creating this alternate reality? But it's not really an alternate reality because it's in this
Jimmy,
reality.
Monica is talking to Wanda.
This is weird.
Radio on the side table, start talking.
Wanda, can you read me? Over.
Lammy and I can hear you very clearly.
They say a man is never fully dressed.
It's over, mission failure.
It's worth a try.
I'm curious if the commercials have been occurring during a particular time in the TV show that signifies something, because that commercial happened right after that event where someone tried to contact her. So maybe it's like Bucky, where there's like a reprogramming thing going on. You know how Bucky would get like reprogrammed and then like forget his past? Whoa. Whoa. Sir, you have just been lost to the TV.
Darling, do you think it's time to
Call the doctor? Yes, I do, dear.
1950s, 1960s.
I love that we're all watching the same show.
I can't believe Wanda and Vision are having a baby.
You want any?
I would love some chips.
Get him a tiny little FBI badge. Oh, you took a chip? Sure.
I like him. He seems so sweet.
What happened? Where'd she go?
God, not again. Oh.
Who are you?
So we know what happened. So she should be outside right now.
1 second, Monica is standing right there, and the next she isn't.
The music.
But where's Rambeau?
Interesting. Wanda's face looks so angry. I didn't notice that before.
Right now you are trespassing here. And I want you to leave.
Oh my god. Okay. So...
Where is Geraldine?
Oh, she left, honey.
Oh my god. Why?
What is it? What's wrong?
You look disgusting. And dead.
We don't have to stay here.
Where would you go?
This is our home.
Are you sure?
I have everything under control.
This is becoming so creepy, and there's a part of me that's really loving it.
It's all Wanda.
Aww.
Okay.
Oh, what should we watch tonight?
So Wanda can create her own reality. I'm assuming that post-Thanos, after the war ended, somehow, whether by invitation, whether by free will, she seems to have created a safe place for herself. Okay, so that was amazing. I think that was the best episode of WandaVision so far. That was so fun, so great. We got a lot of information that really filled us in on the post-Thanos killing everybody and Thanos then having to discover that everyone came back. That was so cool. So this show started off the day after in Endgame. Gosh, the timeline. I wasn't sure how much time had passed from Avengers Endgame to this when we first watched the show. And then, of course, this episode was kind of going back even further, catching us up to where we are now. This has been a real mind-bending type of show. This was my favorite episode by far. I feel like we got a lot more information to ground us in the reality that Marvel is trying to show us, or should we say the reality that Wanda is trying to show us. This is interesting. So Rambeau said it's all Wanda. That leads me to believe that she is not a hostage. She is not being forced to experience any of this. No one's trying to extract information from her mind like they used to do with Bucky and kind of like reset him mentally to just do whatever Hydra wanted. So this is more of, if I'm interpreting it correctly, this is more of Wanda's perfect world, where she gets to have her family with Vision, she gets to have children, she's living in like a sitcom life. Instead of escaping into watching a movie and a TV show when she's having a tough day, she seems to be creating her own. If you've spent your entire life fighting for a cause, then changing sides, fighting for a new cause, your family members have passed, the person that you fell in love with is not coming back, why wouldn't you take that opportunity to like create your dream world, right? You don't have to live in reality. You can live in your reality. You are reality. You can create whatever reality you want. That's amazing. But I am curious because Doctor Strange obviously has the eye of Agamotto. You know, the concept is you don't want to use that too much. You don't want to do too much to the fabric of time, otherwise it might tear. I'm actually curious to know whether or not Wanda interfering in the minds of people has a more negative impact on them, or is it possible for her to also have a positive impact, or is equal of a positive impact as she's had a negative impact on people in the past. So I'm curious about all of that. Let me know what you think in the comments about this episode. This was really interesting. I am so excited to watch the next one. Thank you so much for being here and supporting my channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure to give this a like if you enjoyed this content. It really supports my channel. And subscribe and hit that bell notification so you do not miss my next upload. I'll see you all next Friday. Bye.